Cleopas Moses.
NDC, NDC, service to Nigeria, NDC. Service to humanity, NDC. Service to the women, NDC. Service to the youth, NDC. Well, Your Excellency, the leader of our great party, my own mentor, my leader, my teacher, that I'm not ashamed of. His Excellency, distinguished Senator Henry Seriake Dickson, Senator representing Bayelsa West in the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who doubles as the leader, founder of the Nigeria Democratic Congress, NDC. I also want to recognize in our presence the hope of Nigeria, the face that the entire Nigeria is looking forward to, the one that everyone, both men and women, believes that have the capacity, the endowment and potential God-given to change the fortune of this glorious big country that by misgovernance is almost running into decadence. In the person of Mr. Peter Obi. I also want to recognize the secretary of this great party, Barrister Ikenna Morgan Ogbuefi. And I use him as a point of contact to recognize my team, the National Working Committee of the NDC that is here present. I also want to recognize most distinguished senior colleagues of mine. Number one, distinguished Senator Victor Ume, one that is, I have enlisted as one of my mentors. Why? He had the opportunity to lead APGA for 10 years as the national chairman. And I have just started my own for just 3 months. So I must be smart enough to know who has gone ahead of me and align behind him if I want to succeed. I also want to recognize distinguished Senator Tony Nweye that is here. And please, all members of the National Assembly, both present and former, in no particular order that perhaps my eyes have not sighted you. I want to also recognize the people for whom we are gathered tonight. The ones that decided that they are going to contest election to change this country in the platform of the Nigerian Democratic Congress. The aspirants to whom we are gathered here, I recognize them all. Please, for want of time, allow me to stand on the protocol that have been already established. I will shock everybody that is here tonight. In our last convention, and in my welcome address, I spoke for too long. But that was an inaugural speech. And maybe most of you are holding that to me. Let us check how long he will speak tonight again. But because we have passed through a very tense period, I will surprise you and you will read out the result at the end of my speech. But to start, let me appreciate God for the leader that God has given to us. I've worked under him, I have studied him, and I keep saying it and I shall continue to say it. My political apprenticeship under distinguished Senator Seriake Dickson has no graduation date. He has attempted to graduate me in several locations and I told him, no sir. And I think in that one I am right, I'm correct. This gathering of tonight, once again, is an inspired gathering from him. He called the NWC of the party and said people are passing through tense time. You know, in political activism, when it gets to time of nomination, such as we are now, it's a very tense period. For those of us that have managed party even at state level, we have small understanding. And if you bring Victor May here to make speech, he will have so many books that he will write about that. Why? 10 may ask for one ticket. And you cannot tear the ticket and share it for 10 people. It is one person at the end of the day that will emerge to carry the banner of a political party. But for those that perhaps may not make it, for them to be part of what you will do, because the general election is very vital, you must learn how to relate with them and respect them and honor them and make them feel important, make them feel part of the family, even if they are not on the ballot. Very vital. It is in that thought that the leader of the party, that before we get into primaries, this is the first time the NDC will just 3 months old party. Can we please put our hands together for God Almighty? This party is just 3 months old. And look at what God is doing in our midst. We know this is from God. It is marvelous in our eyes. And we shall never, never in upper place take the glory to ourselves. We shall perpetually and continuously return all glory to the maker of NDC through his chosen human vessel, distinguished Senator Seriake Dickson. And therefore, my assignment tonight is just to welcome all of us and to relax us running up and down. How many photocopies did they say we should make? 4, 6. No, I didn't get that one. I made only 3. Go back and complete the number. Why is it that your name is still here? The other one is 2. No, let me run back and do an affidavit. You know, it's tense. But at least we should find time like this to relax, discuss, converse, share opinion, establish fraternity amongst ourselves. So that when one emerges, you will know that it is your friend or your brother that is on the ballot. It is on that note, I want to thank you for coming. My leaders are here. They will know what to say. My assignment is to welcome you. And I promise you that it shall be very short. It is always getting long. Thank you for hearing my voice and your own.
NDC. NDC. Service. We want to thank the national chairman for his welcome address. He has kept to his word, and I believe a lot of us are shocked, even as he made it very, very brief. At this point, I would have my colleague here to introduce the selection committee that are here present.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. You know, earlier today we had agreed that the National Selection Committee will be inaugurated. Leader. However, due to some circumstances, we had to shift it to this place. Your Excellency, distinguished Senator Seriake Dickson, Your Excellency, distinguished Senator Cleopas Moses, our national chairman, Your Excellency, the Okuto of Nigeria, Mr. Peter Obi, other members of the National Working Committee, our National Secretary, our national leader. I just want to announce the names of all the members of our selection committee. NDC. NDC. The names are as follows. Senator Cleopas Moses Zuwoge, the national chairman, is the chairman of this committee. Other members are Comrade Babatunde Ali, member. Alhaji Sidi Abdul Bomi, member. Alhaji Mohammed Barakin Zuwo, member. Dr. Danlami Arab, member. Barrister Frederick E. Owotorufa, member. Chief Teddy Obe, member. Chief Barnabas J. Ejesi, member. Pastor Dr. Mrs. Adedayo Ekon, member. Yenusi Tanko, member. Dr. Yenusa Tanko, member. Dr. Moses Paul, member. Professor Osita Obu, member. Chief Benji Oba, member. His Excellency Aminu Abdul Salam, member. Danladi Abdul Hamid, member. Professor Udenta, member. Barrister Ruben Iguaba, member. Judu Maman Manoga, member. Dr. Grace N. Onyekusi Obi, member. Alhaji Shitu Mohammed, member. The last but not the least, the national secretary of our party, who is also the secretary, Barrister Ikenna Morgan Enegwezu, is the secretary of the committee. Your Excellency, distinguished Senator Dickson, these are the members of the National Selection Committee. Kindly step out, sir, for the inauguration. Thank you very much. Can we put our hands together for him?
Thank you very much indeed. NDC! Service. NDC! Service. NDC! Service. Service to Nigeria! NDC! Service to our women! NDC! Service to our youth! NDC! And service to God Almighty! NDC! Thank you very much. The national chairman, let me recognize my brother, Okute. He used to be Okute in Digbo. He is now Okute in Nigeria. Let me recognize my senatorial colleagues who are here. Members of the House who are also here. And all the members of the working committee, I think all of them, or most of them, all members of the committee that is about to be inaugurated. But most importantly, let me recognize all of you wonderful leaders of our nation, who are aspirants, who invested their trust and confidence in our vision and in the NDC. You are the reason we are gathered here tonight. So thank you very much, and I recognize all of you in no particular order. Now, your party is a party of innovation. Your party is not one of those political parties that do things the way and manner people like. In the NDC, we are building a party that is an institution. An institution. In the NDC, we are building systems and standards and processes. And a number of people called when we made this decision. They said, why is the election committee? There was panic. I said, no. The party is national officers. Most of them national working committee members. They are custodians of the authority and mandates of the party. And also, the state chairmen and the members of the state working committee also exercise those same powers on behalf of our party in their respective states. So these are custodians of the mandate of the party. In whatever we do, whatever the outcome of primaries and consensus, which we pray for, whoever wins, don't forget that these gentlemen here are the people to convey those names to INEC, isn't it? So these are the custodians of the party. Those of us who have run parties at different levels, we know the powers that the constitutions of all parties vest in them. But they are not to do this process alone. They will undertake this assignment in close consultation and collaboration with all levels of authority, finding out what is going on, finding out where consensus can be built, finding out who is most suitable, checking whether the dynamics that applies at the local, because all politics at the end of the day is local. And all the sort of things that people ordinarily may not want to do. This committee has a mandate to do that. I assure you all that there's nothing to worry about this innovation. The NDC is a party of innovation. Now, these gentlemen, at the conclusion of the screening process, will look at the recommendations. They will hold consultations with caucus leaders and make appropriate recommendations. And some of us, myself, His Excellency here seated, and Jagora, who, by the way, is unavoidably absent. We know he's here with us in spirit. Alhaji Kwankwaso is attending to serious party matters also in Kano as we speak. And he sends his regards. So he's with us here in spirit. So I want to thank you all, Mr. Chairman, and members of the working committee. Once again, the wonderful job you people have been doing, having sleepless nights within this short period. All of us have been having sleepless nights. For 3 months, and for some of us for 5 months. No peace of mind, no rest, from morning to night. There's hardly anybody here that I have not interacted with. There's hardly anybody here not interacted with. To give confidence to you all to be on this platform, to assure you about fairness and our preparedness and the direction we want to take Nigerian politics and the Nigerian nation too. So we wish you well, assure you of our support, and I call on all levels of our party's leadership to avail you their experiences and their opinions and their recommendations. And we assure you that myself, my brother, and Alhaji Kwankwaso and other leaders of our party are also readily available to consult and work with you as you undertake this assignment. For all our aspirants, we thank you, because I don't want to make another speech after this. We thank you for believing in our vision. We thank you for investing your trust and confidence in the NDC. This is a party that started just 3 months, but here we are. And as the chairman said, it's the hand of God, isn't it? It can only be God. It can only be God. And this is not the end. This is just the beginning of a very fruitful journey that we all believe God is guiding us to. We call for understanding from all of you. As Chairman rightly said, periods of nomination, primaries, are the most trying in the life of any political party. And to think of a party that has defied all odds. Some thought that we would not be able to meet up with the strict INEC deadlines imposed by the new electoral law. They said, they will not be able to do electronic registration. Every day they were coming out with frivolous claims, counterclaims, non-existing litigations, non-existing appeals, all kinds of things to demoralize and dissuade. But the Nigerian people did not believe them. The Nigerian people decided to believe in the NDC, and that's why you are all here. And within this period, as against what other established and older parties are doing, the APC has been existing since 2014. 2014. And you, all of us, were You are just about 3 months old. You all deserve a beautiful round of applause for yourselves. Thank you very much. I will thank all Nigerians back home for believing in this party, and from the first day it was announced, from the first day, people started to identify. In my remarks at the convention, I referred to a quote often attributed to Mahatma Gandhi and all those who lead struggles, where they say, first, they will ignore you. Then, they will laugh at you. Then, they will attack you. And then, you win. I don't think in this nation of ours there's anyone that can afford to ignore the NDC. I don't believe there's anyone in this nation that will laugh at the NDC. But now, you are at the critical stage of attack. All of them will point their blazing guns at all of us in the leadership. And no one of you is spared. But we believe, trusting in God Almighty, who has brought this inspiration and enablement, and standing together, NDC will win. Standing together, NDC will win. Now, you are inaugurated. I don't want to keep you people standing for long, because it seems I still have one or two things to say. So you are free, Mr. Chairman, to lead your committee to your work while I make some few remarks. Okay, you are now being inaugurated. Group photograph? Okay. All right. Just a quick one. Huh? So 2 minutes I will round up. Okute Ndibo. You have to, no. You have to come and join. Okute Ndibo. Okute Nigeria. There's no contest in your own. All right, thank you, gentlemen. You can resume your seat while I round up in 2 minutes. Thank you. Thank you very much. NDC! Thank you. So, I would like to join the chairman and members of the National Working Committee and the entire leadership to receive you all to this dinner/interactive forum, which is not expected to be very formal. We know that for a number of days, for almost a week, for most of you, you've been here in Abuja. And we have been following up developments. Initially, it started quite slowly, and somehow even somewhat frustrating. And we want to thank you all for your patience and your understanding. Understanding that we are a new party with a big dream, a big agenda. And we thank you for bearing with us and bearing with the team and for understanding why things went the way we did, the way it did. But we're here now. And we thought at the end of this exercise, it will not be proper for you all to just go to the airports or the motor parks and just head to your states and other locations without us, myself, joining the National Working Committee and my colleagues in the leadership. So thank you all. Firstly, for trusting in our vision and investing your time, your resources in the vision of the NDC. That is very important. So the first aim of this interaction, which really is the first in a series of interactions we're going to have, because, as I said, we are a party of innovation. I can't think of any other political party, at least now, that after screening thought it necessary to have a forum of this nature. Please, a round of applause for the NDC. And that's one of the several innovations that you will see. And because we're a party of innovation, and with people who are thinking, forward-looking, if once in a while you don't understand these innovations, please just ask. For example, the other innovation of the selection committee, and many more innovations on the way. If you don't understand, which is normal, ask questions. We are setting up a system by which all our aspirants will be on a platform and we will be communicating directly with you people. That process is going on. The secretariat, and that assignment will be handled by one wonderful lady whose voice you'll be hearing very soon, because we'll be in touch, want to know what is going on with you people in your states, in your senatorial districts, in your house districts, and even for the assemblies. But for now, we are limiting it to those of you and national and governorship, National Assembly aspirants and governorship. So we thought we should do that. Now, things, as we get back and get ready for primaries, because of the constraint of time, I would like you to bear with us that the processes may not be perfect. And that's why we, at leadership level, are keen about encouraging consensus to enable us beat the timeline, very tight timeline under which we are operating. We are also, the parties, also making arrangements for the conduct of fair primaries where aspirants don't agree. We are making that arrangement, and from tomorrow and the following day, some of the names and so on will begin to go out that will be entrusted with that responsibility. But please, at the leadership level, because of the very tight time frame on which we are operating, we'd like to call for understanding. Talk amongst yourselves, and we're a party with a structured leadership. At every state level, we have caucus leaders, collaborate with them, listen to them, and follow their guidance. But you reserve the right to say, okay, I want to try mine. And then the party will know what to do. I assure you that this will be the last primary in the NDC. And please listen to this. This is the last primary in the NDC that will be done in the old-fashioned way that Nigerian politics has been playing because of time. All other primaries, even 6 months from now, this your party will be set for electronic voting. electronic voting. We have designed that it is even set to be deployed. But because of the time, the INEC too says they want to be there. So we are working out those minor details. So you will bear with us. You will bear with us. But after now, any other primary in NDC, the next 3 months down, and certainly by the next round of elections, NDC primaries, every registered voter will use their phone to be voting. Because that is the direction that even Nigerian general elections should be going. And NDC, as usual, will innovate and show the way in that area. We wanted to shock you people and shock Nigeria. The platform, the app is ready, but it's still the time, and it has to be robustly tested. We don't want any mistake, particularly with all the people who, yes, we don't want glitches again. So that's why we are calling for understanding for now. I want to thank those of you who believed and started this mission from day one. Day one. Clap for yourselves. One. When this party was registered, and by the way, we commend the Nigerian judiciary, we commend INEC also for respecting our right to freedom of association, which led to the registration. And once I announced, a number of Nigerians from all walks of life and from all parts of our nation believed in the vision and the mission of the NDC. And from that February till date, every day from morning till night, I've been receiving people. So clap for all those who believed in that vision from day one. Now, you know, a political party is like a market. There's no time you go to a market that you are the only one. As you are going, some are leaving. As some are leaving, they are finished selling, others are going to start. This party, in the last 2-3 weeks, received a massive boost in terms of membership, in terms of activities, in terms of our overall national profile. Because 2 wonderful colleagues of mine, great Nigerian political leaders, servants of our people, in person of my brother, His Excellency Peter Gregory Obi, CON, formerly Okute Njigbo, now Okute Nigeria, and our other brother and colleague, His Excellency Engineer Dr. Rabi Musa Konkoso of the Pampasia, Aman. They came and also invested their personality, political personality, and followership in this party. I want you all to specially clap and appreciate them and their supporters. And from the time I received them, in addition to all those of you who are founding members who started this movement and kept the flame aglow, the political landscape of Nigeria has not been the same. And I'm here to report to you all, the NDC, with all of you working together with us, this political landscape has been changed forever. To not be the same. Tonight, I'm here to remind you that we're not just building a political platform that people will use to win election and later jump and leave. Did you hear me say that? Let me repeat because it's important. The NDC is not a special purpose vehicle for any human being. No matter how, we are building together a political party that will stand the test of time. We are building together a monumental movement that will outlast all of us. I often liken it to parties like the ANC. I liken it even to the Chinese Communist Party. I liken it to the parties even in Ghana, and the parties in Europe, the parties in the Americas. We want to build a party of principles, a party with a clear ideology of service, a party that is not a one-man show. And so, like you all, and like me, we believe that all of you are aspirants, from presidential aspirants to governorship aspirants, to National Assembly and State Assembly. You are not in NDC as birds of passage. You are in the NDC to stay and to build and to nurture. Several years down the line, we still want to meet ourselves. Whether things go well for you in the immediate or not, be dedicated to the survival of the NDC. I know because of the issues and the time constraints, like I said, I cannot warranty that the processes that the party will unfold will be completely foolproof, as much as we would have loved to be. We want to build a democratic movement where a child of nobody, you don't know anybody, but you join the NDC and its leadership will be fair to you, will believe you, and give you a fair chance. That's why the Obamas, the Clintons, and so on, rose to be who they are, the Democratic Party. And in the NDC, what we are trying to be, you don't need to know me. You don't need to know His Excellency Okuti. That you are in the NDC by the time we finish this foundation we are building. All you need is your registration card in NDC. The NDC will provide the mentorship and the guidance for you. The workshops for youth, for women, political enlightenment, all across Nigeria. And, as I said, in the next 3, 4, 6 months, you will see our platforms demonstrated and confirmed. Electronic voting in all our congresses and primaries. I wanted to shock all of us. So for all those who have been coming to me, ticket, nomination, I've been very consistent. All of you can attest to it. Thank you for coming to the NDC. Thank you for believing in us. But go and work with your leadership. Is that not what I've been telling you people? And go and work at the grassroots. But unfortunately, the surprise card, we have held it back because we have not tested it enough. So our plea, both from me, and when my brother Kute speaks, he will also lend his voice to that, to call for understanding for now, because we are still, in some respects, taking baby steps with a big agenda in our heads, but managing. Otherwise, you don't need to come to my place for anything, or Kute, or our caucus leaders. And also another innovation you need to bear in mind, because in the next couple of days and weeks you see it unfold. This party, because we want to build an institution, not a transactional vehicle for anyone. Not a transactional vehicle for anyone. We want to build leadership systems in every state. By our constitution, we have a chairman of elders forum, and say a caucus leader of the states. It's a leadership-based party. Now, he will have senatorial leaders under him with a secretary. And all kinds of leaders, not number restricted, because the more they are, the better, and the stronger the party will be. And it's not just at the state level. At the senatorial level, it will be replicated. At the local government level, it will be replicated. And down to ward level. That is the way our party is going. When we conclude all these processes, you don't need to come to Abuja for anybody. And Okute and I and Konfaso are talking. And we'll have a message for you at the right time. But where we are going is involvement and inclusion of everybody, from the ward level down to the national. Involvement in terms of your contributions, and even a reward system that flows down. Not monkey walk, bamboo. Here in the NDC, it is monkey walk, monkey shop. Monkey walk, monkey shop. So finally, the other people, they know us. They know that with some of these people, they're not if you shake. They're not if you shake us. They know that there is challenge ahead. They know. When the campaign starts, you will see us in all your states, in your senatorial districts, local. And even if you try enough, even in your wards, we'll be there to take this message of a new Nigeria. That is possible. So we thank you. I want to thank you finally before I take my seat. These are very hard times for everybody in Nigeria. And the APC-led government has foisted on this nation all kinds of negative indices. We have not started campaigns, but this is reality. Whether it is insecurity, we thank God that all of you arrived in Abuja safely. And we wish you all journey mercy safely back home. And yet you defied insecurity to be here, so thank you. The APC-led government has foisted the worst economic crisis on Nigerians, reducing Nigerians that were average to paupers. And yet, in this very tough economic atmosphere, you people believe in us, believe in our party, and the committee, the National Working Committee, tells me that all of you, even in this tough economic period, you people have made generous voluntary donations to the party. May God bless your pockets. God bless your pockets. And as a team builder and team leader that I've been all my active political life, we don't take that lightly. And I say once again, God bless all of you. You will not lack. You will have more, even at these difficult times. I will assure you, whatever you have donated to the party, with us, it will be put to very, very good and prudent use. I'm not only a job, I have Ijebu ancestry too. Huh? So this. Okute is not alone. Huh? Okute, I'm saying, when it comes to managing resources prudently, you have someone, a national leader who shares both Ijebu and the job law. Okute is not alone. Whatever you have donated will be put to very judicious use, and a number of informations. That's why I need that data. The NDC newsletter. You see a lot of things mailed to you and information. I thank you for coming. This evening, even though I've spoken for long, is because apart from coming to greet me in my house, for which I'm grateful, I've not seen most of you since you started your screening. And to see on they hungry me too. So I thank you. This evening is meant to be light. It's not meant to be very formal and rigid. So relax, interact, know yourselves better. In fact, if it were possible, I would have said, arrange them according to the aspirants from the constituency, so that they can discuss and start their conversations or consensus from here. But even if that is not so, know yourselves as much as possible, and the consensus conversation should continue and follow you back to your states. And then the systems will start. I thank you for coming, and I wish you all a very pleasant night. Have a great evening, and most importantly, safe journey back. And God bless you all. NDC! 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 Thank you. Thank you, government.